Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I first must appreciate wealth. I've been privileged to be at a lot of events, but I stepped my feet into this place and I looked at her. I said, you guys paid attention to details. Can we put our hands together for her? I must say the attention to detail in the event is top notch. I mean, I've been privileged to be at, places like Eco Hotel where people spend billions and it's just not like that. Can we put our hands together for her once again? And can we appreciate Pastor Mercy, right? I would like to call her our mother, right? Really amazing session, ma. Thank you so much once again. I have a very short time, and I'm extremely trained to keep to time when I do speak, so you're going to have to manage me. I'm going to rush. Is that all right? Come on, is that all right? Okay. It's somehow that wealth will invite me to teach about wealth. Abi? Like, you just take the mic and just do it. But please, I want you to pay very serious attention to me. If you notice, almost everybody's a pastor, but my name is Bolu Okunade, right? God called them, maybe God texted me. So please, I want you to pay some level of extreme attention to what I'm going to say. I want you to look at me carefully, and I want us to do something together. Are we good? So these are pieces of paper. I've done this in a couple of places where I've spoken, and we're going to take this piece of paper. Are you with me? And we're going to tear them together. Are we good? Come on, give me more energy. Are we good? Okay. So when I lift it up, you shout one, and then I'll tear. Are we good? Can we go? One to go? Can I tear? Okay. I lift it up. What's this? Two. Can I tear? Okay. I lift up the third one, right? Okay, can we shout three? Can I tear? Amazing. And I lift up the fourth one. Shout four. Your voices are not loud again. Shout four. Can I tear? We were on a year streak. Why suddenly no? I should give it to you, right? You are a professional tearer. That's what you do for a living. Okay, that's amazing. Now the simple question is this paper? And is this paper? Why did you allow me go on a year streak and suddenly it turned to no? Is there someone with an answer? Throw your answer to me from the crowd. Because what? So why doesn't this have value? Are you aware if I go to the printing press, it's probably more expensive to print some type of paper than this paper. So why does it have value? Isn't this useful? You're writing on it. I mean, Pastor Mercy just shared a lot of key points. Apologies. Throwing paper on the floor is like sin to me. You may not understand. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, she just shared some amazing points that are life transforming. Where did you write it? Was it not on this paper? Aha. Are you with me? Follow me quite carefully. Because of this paper, all right? Not so fine, but pardon me. Because of this paper, are you aware that there are people who have died because of this? You go to a hospital, you want to see a doctor, somebody is dying, and they'll tell you, if you don't give us this paper, we're not going to treat you. They would look at human life go extinct because they don't have what? Come on, shout it, paper. Some people can't go to school because of lack of what? Some people, they can't eat because of lack of what? Some people don't have the best kind of lives because of lack of what? Then the question becomes, how can I structure my life to sort this guy out as fast as possible? All right. Now the truth is, the time frame that I have will not give me the liberty to do a lot of that explanation. But I want to teach on something that I think is not so popular. All right. And I captioned it, the order of money. O-R-D-E-R. Write that down. So I'm going to tell you guys to write a lot of stuff as we go on. Now I want you to pay attention to me. Write down this number in your notes. All right? Are you there? 081. Oh, come. Man in blue. Come, quickly. What's your phone number? Change 2 numbers. If they call you, you're on your own.
Okay.
Change to, I want you. Okay.
080
Okay.
72.
Will it get to him? Now write this down in your notes. Are all the, no, don't write. Are all the numbers present? But are they in the right order? Write this down. The arrival of elements is as important as the elements when it comes to money. Write that down. Thank you so much. Oh, your notes there. There you go. Write it down. Very, very important. The order of arrival of things in your life are as important as the things themselves. And you know why this is important? I want you to pay close attention. I've spoken to quite a number of young people, probably crossing 10, 20,000. And when you go there and they invite me to teach on money, I see a lot of desire for money. People want money. People want to have money. People want to have billions, trillions, and all of that. But let me tell you the truth. Now let's look at this. And this is the reason why I'm taking all my time to explain this. How many of us went to primary school, right? You went to primary school? Does the first equation look familiar? 10 minus 16 in primary school. What's the answer? No, that's not the answer. The answer is it cannot go. Yes, it cannot go. And then you submit it back to your teacher. All right? And then after a while, you understood that there was something on the number line called what? And then you went up, and then this became 10 minus 16 what? And then as you ascended, you knew there was something called what? Square root. And then you knew there was something called what? Finding the cube, right? And then you went on and you started seeing things that scared you, right? I did engineering. I don't know whether to advise you to go and do engineering. But in engineering, we're always looking for X. All right? That's the entire thing we do in that place. We're looking for X. Now listen to me carefully. Are you aware that if you learned this, if you try to understand this without understanding this, it would be impossible? How many of you are aware? It's the same thing. For many people, all right? Go 2 slides. I need to move fast because they sort of distorted my order. Great, 2 slides forward, not backward. Exactly. Yeah, this is what I wanted you to write. The order of arrival of things in your life is as important. All right? Within the next 10 minutes, I think I want to hammer on something that must be in your life. All right? Before money gets into your life. If that thing is not in your life, write this down, and I mean it with every iota of my being. The money you make will be the money that will kill you. Did you hear what I said? That money you make is going to be the beginning of the end of your destiny. All right? The most important thing that must hit your life. And I'm going to explain exactly why. All right? Go to the next slide, please. I want you to write this down. Like I said, something must be in your life before money comes to your life. And what is this thing? It's a 6-letter word, if I'm not mistaken. 7-letter word. 7-letter word, yes. And it's called purpose. Write it down. Write that down. You may not understand exactly why. I mean, foundationally, this is the most important thing. You see, it's either money meets you in purpose, or else money will become your purpose. Either money meets purpose, or money becomes your purpose. And once money becomes your purpose, it means technically, money has become your master. And write this down. Money is a good servant, but a bad master. The design of money is that money must always remain as a servant in your life. Because when I go to teach on finances, a lot of people are looking for 10 strategies, and I could teach you that, and you could make all that money. But let me tell you the truth. If that foundation is not there, the very money that you earnestly desired will become the money that will kill you. Are you guys with me? I want to show you guys something. And you'll see how already the average person here, money is probably driving your life. Are you with me? All right. Oh no. Let me go to the next slide. Is there someone to gauge me on my time? Help me. Next slide. Now, I want you to write this down. Many people don't understand that resources, in and of themselves, they're intelligent. And I want to explain to you exactly how this works. You see, how many of us, on a very basic level, you believe in God, all right? How many of you believe in God? Right? I believe in God. I believe He created the world. And I always ask people a question. How do you think God creates human beings? What's your name, my dear? Person. Mercy. Now, come. Sorry, people that sit in the front row where I speak, they're always like, I always stress them. I hope it's not a problem. Everywhere I speak. So, everyone look at mercy. How many people are on this earth? Averagely, how much? Come on, Rhapsody has gotten everywhere. You guys should know that number. I was looking at a copy on my table yesterday. I said, God has used this man. Anyways, moving on. So, look. Pay attention. There are already 7 billion people. That's a lot of people. How many of you agree with me? Like, that's like, if you go to China, like, everybody looks like the same. Like, that's a lot of people already. All right? Now, look at. So, as we speak, there are people that are going to be born on earth. You agree with me? They're about to come. There's a pregnant woman somewhere. There's somebody giving birth at a point. Now, the question is, how do you think God creates people? And I've asked this question many times. Do you think God just sits in heaven and He's looking at the angels and He's like, Gabriel and Michael, do we still have clay left? It's like, yeah, let's mold some guys. Let's mold Mercy. What do you think? And let's make her face a little bit and not make her too tall. And they just mold you and they just throw you down. Is that what you think happens? Write this down. The assignment always precedes the assigned. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And I know I'm hammering on this. Because the essence of Mercy's creation will be available. Does that make sense? And then God will send Mercy to do it. Why is this important? Because every time God organizes assignments, He ties the provisions to it. Y'all know what this paper is, Abi? It's not a secret. We all know that. They're trying to tell me my time is up. No, I have 5 minutes. And I'll round off in 5 minutes. Don't worry. Are you with me? Why is this important? Because many times in life, the first core structural problem we have when handling finances is the provision that God has tied to the assignment. We can't access it because we are not in the assignment. Do you understand what I'm saying? Thank you so much. Put your hands together for Mercy, everyone. And that's foundational. I want to round off and move to a couple of things as a round off. Right? Next slide. Quickly. My slides are more important than my face. Please help me. Thank you. Just keep my slides there. All right? Good. So when you are where God wants you to be, you're going to have what God wants you to have. I wanted to show you something so many of you would realize that money is already running your life. Can we do it together? Next 2 slides. Or next slide. We're going to look at how the average person's life cycle works. Are you with me? And many of you are guilty. Let's go to the next slide. Next slide. You're born. How many of you are born? Whether it's born or born again, you're born. Then once you're born, you do what? Come on, you what? How many of you, when you were going to school, your parents told you, study this course? Why? Because what? It's easy for you to find a what? A what? Guilty as charged. Let me see your hands. Aha. So you're going to school, and the course you study, sometimes the primary factor was what? Everyone shout money. Move on. Then you become born again. Then you go to university, your course of study. And then what happens? Next slide. You get a university, and then you what? You get a what? Aha. Many of you, what determines the job that you pick? The what? Come on, don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. The what? The what? Some people have terrible health conditions because of their job. Are you aware? Now, you get a job, and then what's the next thing you want to do? For most people, they want to go and what? You want to marry a guy that doesn't have money? See the problem. Can you see the problem? Your schooling, what determined it? Shout it. Your job, what determined it? Your marriage, what's determining it? And then you say Jesus is Lord. Next slide. Write this down as a round off. If money is the single most recurring consideration in making decisions, then money is your master. Did you hear what I said? If money is your single most recurring consideration when you're making major decisions, then money is your master. And if money remains the master, I'm telling you, it's very ironic. Those who money stays as their masters, they have the least of it. Do you know that? Haven't you seen people like that in school? You know, you have the least of it. And so as young people, the foundational admonition that I want to leave you today with is, look, all the millions are going to come, all the billions are going to come, all the trillions are going to come. You're going to have a lot of it, but there's some foundational work that has to be done. Are you with me? And it's quite simple. There has to be something that you are living for that is greater than this paper. God spoke to me one day. He said, Bolu, he said, paper is too small a reason to be the reason of your life. And that's exactly what money is. Are you with me? My entire assignment today is in the next slide. That I see you 10 years from now. Next slide, help my ministry, please. And then I look at you, and something happened in your life today. And resources, you have what I call resources with direction. Not that resources are the ones giving your life direction. You know there's a wide difference. If that doesn't happen to you, again I say, the very money you are looking for is going to be the very problem, the very thing that will introduce destruction to your life. Are you with me? Did you gain some value? Thank you so much. I always do something when I speak. Please, 2 slides from here. Next 2 slides. Help me, please. They have removed my slide. Anyways, I do not have time to take questions, and I would always like to take questions, but it's a very tight organization. So do me something. If you have those questions, send me a message on Instagram. They were going to show you that there. Because you're from here, please, I want to show you something that you must send so that I will answer you specially, right? You are wealth people. I have to give you people primary attention, Abi. So please, if they could find my slides, if you send me a message on Instagram, I will answer you. If I need to jump on a call to clarify stuff in your life, I will do that. I'm that passionate to do that. Thank you so much. See you.